Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kitty's Love Messages. We're doing another Cross Watchers reading for the week. We're going to find out their feelings. So, the way it works is if you are cross watching any of the following signs, that is type stamped. Click on that. So, if you are cross watching an Aries, click on Aries, timestamp. If you're cross watching a Taurus, click on Taurus's timestamp, Gemini as well. So, whatever sign you are cross watching, that is how it works. Click on their sign. All right. So, as always, please share, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. All right. Let me know what you think about these cross watcher reads. So far, I've had a lot of pause. Holy shit. I was burning sage. Oh my God. Sorry, YouTube. And one where pop flew. It hit my face. It didn't burn. I don't know. I don't know if that was on video, but it is weird. It's like, do I have firecracker? Do I have, holy crap, it's just popping all over the place. Like snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies over here. Damn, sage. It's whatever little sage I have left. So, anyways, while we got sage popping off in my freaking face. All right, damn stray bullets coming at me. I'm a fire sign, right? So fire tends to attract towards inflate. So check your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus, your most prominent placements. Hell, check their sun, moon, rising, Venus, their most prominent placements. Give out a little bit of everything in every placement. Check everything, right? All right. So before my face catches on fire and I start looking like Freddy Krueger, let me finish this little itty bitty sage I got left so I could just be done with it. I already took out my new sage, my new sage stick, whatever. That was funny. I'm going to replay to see if that fire went cling. If you guys saw that, it was like a huge like spark that went, and it literally smacked me dead in the face. I didn't feel it though. I saw it, sure as hell saw it, but I didn't feel it. All right, another funny intro. Nothing's ever boring in my life. Welcome to Kitty's world. Kitty's Kitty's magical kingdom of fire. All right, Disney World ain't got shit on me. All right, let's see, Orland, whatever. All right, so we're going to start off with Aries. If you are cross-watching an Aries, we're going to find out what their feelings are for you, cross-watcher, what Aries feels, okay? I'm going to pull a little Moonology deck first, possibly pull their sign. Then we're going to pull some tarot, and then we're going to get the feelings unsaid, the unsaid feelings for you. All right, let's move on. Aries 254. All right, that was a 2-minute, 54-second damn long-ass intro. Okay, here we go. Aries. If you are dealing with an Aries, cross-watcher, if you're dealing with an Aries, let's see. Let's see who you are. Let's see who you are. You could be a Leo. You could be Leo, or you could have heavy placement, Leo placements in your chart, or this Aries has heavy placement, Leo placements in their chart. So the message for you is confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. I don't know when the new moon in Leo is, but it could be definitely soon. I think we just had a new moon in Leo not long ago, but whatever. This person might say these things in a new moon in Leo, the next Leo's new moon, whatever. All right, let's see who this person is. Or not who this person is. Let's see how this person's feeling. I'm so used to doing lives. All right, if you are dealing with an Aries, how's Aries feeling at the current moment? You could be a Leo. You could have heavy Leo in your chart, or this Aries that you're dealing with has heavy Leo in their chart. All right, let's find out, cross-watcher. How is this Aries feeling? What's their current feeling? Well, they're feeling in this King of Cups energy for sure. Pisces energy. All right. So this person feels they're a soulmate. They feel like you are a soulmate. All right. Or they're just feeling in this soulmate energy. You may have grown up with this person. You may have grown up with this Aries. It doesn't have to be. But look, this Aries is feeling very much in love, or they have a lot of love. All right. They feel a soulmate, a soul tie connection to you. All right. They miss you. with the Six of Cups. They could have heavy Pisces or heavy Scorpio in their chart, or you do, but they also feel they need to work on themselves. All right. And they feel like in order to put in the work with you, this Aries feels they need to work on themselves. Okay. This Aries knows they were a King of Wands in reverse. This is an Aries that lacks confidence. Like I said, this is Leo energy right here. So they could have heavy Leo in their chart, or you do. So this Aries is feeling lack of confidence right now. They're in a King of Wands energy, and this is why they feel they need to put in the work in themselves. They need to focus on their stability, their finance, their everyday life. All right. The Moon in reverse, they feel they need to tell you things that they've been hiding. So I'm feeling what this Aries is feeling is they feel once they're done putting in the work in themselves, because they're not feeling a very confident energy right now with the King of Wands in reverse. They could be a little OG player. Okay. Doesn't have to be, but they're just not really in a confident energy right now because King of Wands in reverse, somebody lacks confidence. All right. That they feel they need to come and tell you what they've been hiding, whatever secrets they've been hiding, whatever's been hidden, or whatever. Maybe they were hiding their self-confidence. All right. So I do feel, yeah, at bottom of the deck, Gemini energy, Six of Swords. This Aries feels they need to come express themselves, tell you whatever they've been hiding because they know they lack some type of confidence, some type of self-confidence. And I feel they want to do that once they're done working on themselves. They do feel a lot of love for you. They do feel it's a soulmate connection. Hold on one second. I forgot to plug in my laptop and the battery's going to die. Of course, battery's going to die. Here we go. Should have done that from the beginning. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, Aries. So yeah, this person feels that they need to work on themselves right now because they do have a lot of love for you. They do feel a soul tied to you. They're not in a confident energy right now to approach you, to tell you how they feel or tell you what they've been hiding. And this is the reason why they feel they needed to work on themselves right now. What does this person want? What does Aries want to say to you? What does this Aries want to say to you? Baby, please help me. I feel tortured and fractured not talking to you. I hide behind my mask and I act like I don't care. See? So this person feels tortured without you, without talking to you. They want you to help them. They're hiding behind a mask. They act like they don't care, but they do. And this is where the lack of confidence comes from. They do. So this person could have heavy Pisces in their chart, Scorpio, Capricorn, Pisces, Leo, or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. All right. So it looks like this Aries feels a lot of love for you, but they also feel they need to put work on themselves because they're lacking some type of confidence when it comes to expressing their feelings or telling you something or tell you whatever they've been hiding. All right. All right. We're moving on. Taurus. If you're dealing with a Taurus, if you are a cross watcher dealing with a Taurus, let's find out who you are. What's the message for you? You could be a Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. So you may be contemplating, you may be meditating, or you may be contemplating when it comes to this person. You could be a Pisces, or you could have heavy Pisces in your chart, or this Taurus has a heavy Pisces in their chart. Let's move on, tarot. What's this Taurus feeling for you, cross watcher? What are they feeling in general? What's this Taurus feeling? Could be you could be an Aries, you could be an Aquarius, you can be a Sag, you can be a Cancer, you can be a Leo, definitely Leo. So this person feels right now they can't hold back their happiness right now. All right, this person feels they need to swallow their pride in order to have their happiness. Here comes the sun, little Leo. This person feels they need to swallow their pride in order when it comes to their happiness. Okay. because they feel a lot of love for you. They feel like they need to be more supportive towards you. Or they need to support this connection with the Queen of Cups. They may see you as the Queen of Cups. Yeah. This person feels defeated and unwelcome in your energy. 4 of Wands in reverse, 5 of Swords. All right. They're throwing the towel. They feel defeated, unwelcome in your energy when it comes to a relationship. All right. This person is trying to gather their confidence. They're trying to swallow their pride. They feel they need to gather their confidence with the Queen of Wands in order to have some type of relationship. And they also feel they need to swallow their pride and let go of their ego in order to have their happiness, in order to have a Queen of Cups. Okay, this person does have a lot of feelings. They feel they need to be more supportive when it comes to a certain relationship or a relationship because they feel defeated. Okay, they feel very unwelcome right now. Yeah, Fool in reverse. This person feels they know they acted immature. All right, they feel foolish for whatever happened. Aries energy on that as well. Heavy fire. I don't know. You may have heavy fire in your chart or they have heavy fire in their chart. What do they want to say to you? Running away and staying in silence are just easier for me. It's not the right time yet for me to reach out to you. It's just sex and rock and roll. So maybe they're giving attention to somebody else, or they did in the past and it was just sex and rock and roll. I don't think it's that. Okay. I really feel with you, they really want some type of relationship or they want to get together with you. They really want to be more supportive. They feel they need to be more supportive when it comes to having a relationship with you. And they also feel they need to swallow their pride in order to have their happiness. Okay. In order to have a real optimistic outcome in the situation, because they really feel unwelcome in your energy and they feel super defeated when it comes to having a relationship. All right, like I said, you could have heavy Cancer in your chart, Leo, definitely heavy fire, Sagittarius, Aries, Aquarius, or Pisces in your chart, or they definitely have that heavy in their chart. All right, we're going to move on to Gemini. Gemini 1244. Why am I saying the damn timestamp as if I'm live? I'm so used to being live. Okay. If you're dealing with the Gemini cross watcher, let's find out who you are. If you're dealing with the Gemini, let's get your message. You could be a Virgo. You're good enough. So your message, cross watcher, if you're cross watching for Gemini, is you are good enough. You could be a Virgo, or this Gemini could have heavy Virgo in their chart. All right. What's this Virgo feeling at the moment? Oh, sorry, not Virgo. Gemini. It's because I was looking at the Virgo card. Again, they could have heavy Virgo in their chart, or you do. All right, Gemini. What is this Gemini feeling for the cross watcher, or what are they feeling in general? I tell you, you do cross watching reads, you gotta really pay attention. All right, what is Gemini feeling right now, cross watcher? If you're cross watching, they're feeling a lot of love. They got heavy Pisces. All right. So this person feels they need to come out of their head. All right. 8 of Swords in reverse in order to heal. In order to heal something with you, or in order to heal in general. You got the 10 of Swords in reverse and the 8 of Swords in reverse. This person knows, look, if there was some type of conflict, some type of battlefield you had with this person, you were in the boxing ring just throwing deuces, knocking each other the fuck out. All right. Whatever you guys were doing. Maybe other people got involved as well with the 5 of Wands, friends, family, whatever. All right. Leo energy. This person knows they need to get out of their head. They feel they need to get out of their head in order to heal things with you, heal the connection, or just heal in general. All right. This person feels a lot of love for you. King of Cups. Okay. They feel like they may need you. It could be a little bit clingy. Yeah. This person feels that they waited long enough or they kept things stagnant long enough. They were stalling things long enough when it comes to a long-term investment, a long-term commitment with the Hangman and the Ten of Pentacles. All right, they feel that they've waited long enough or kept you waiting long enough when it comes to a long-term investment. And they feel they need to come out of their head to heal things because you have some type of bad conflict with this person. You guys were duking it out, whatever, deucing it out. Deucing is like deuce. I mean, duking it out. All right, you guys were in the boxing ring. Ding, ding, ding. Time to take the gloves off. So that's what they feel. They feel it's time to take the damn gloves off. All right. And be more supportive, more loving towards you because they are in love with you. They feel a lot of love for you. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, the moon in reverse. They feel they need to tell you whatever they've been hiding. They're a little paranoid. But they feel they got to. Pisces energy. Heavy water. Heavy Pisces. All right. Gemini, cross watcher. What does this Gemini want to say? What are the feelings unsaid from this Gemini? I had to learn my lessons the hard way. Damn real they did. There's so much unhealed trauma that I need to deal with. They're coming out of their head about that. They know. I need to clear my karmic debt. See? And maybe this altercation that you had is the karmic debt they feel they need to clear because they do got a lot of love for you. So they feel they need to clear out their karmic debt. They feel there's so much unhealed trauma that they need to deal with. And they feel they need to learn, or they needed to learn this lesson. And it was a hard lesson that they had to learn the hard way. All right. So this Gemini could have heavy Virgo in their chart, Pisces, Capricorn, Leo, or Gemini in their chart, or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. All right. We are going to move on. Cancer. Cross watcher. If you're dealing with a Cancer, let's find out what they're feeling. All right, cross watcher, let's find out who you are. Let's find out your message, cross watcher. You could be an Aquarius. So you could be an Aquarius dealing with a Cancer, or you could have heavy Aquarius in your chart. So bring love into the situation. All right, cross watcher, your message is to bring love to the situation. New moon in Aquarius. All right. Let's see. Let's see what Cancer's feeling at the current moment, cross watcher. Let's see what Cancer's feeling. They feel tired. They're tired as hell. They're exhausted. Yeah. This person's tired of being out in the cold, or they're just tired in general. They're tired of the devil. They're tired of being out in the cold. They're tired of their own crap. And I'm going to tell you why they feel tired of their own crap. All right. This person can't let you go. 6 of Cups in reverse. Or they can't let something go. Okay. They can't. They do feel a soul tie. Could be a Scorpio. They could have heavy Scorpio in your chart. You could be a Scorpio. All right. This person, 4 swords in reverse. They feel tired. They're exhausting. All right. They feel they need to surrender, and they feel they need to surrender the devil, which they feel they need to do. Like, look, they feel they need to let go of whatever no longer serves them. They feel they need to let go of whatever's toxic in their life, addictions, people, places, things that just don't freaking matter to them anymore because they're sick of their own shit. Because you got the 7 of Wands in reverse, the 4 of Swords in reverse, and the devil in reverse. This person feels tired as shit. All right. This person feels they feel like they want to come out of feeling at a loss. Like I said, They can't seem to let something go. Either they can't seem to let you go or the devil go, but they feel they can't seem to let something go that's left them at a loss. Either this person feels out in the cold and they want to come out from being left out in the cold with you, or they just lost something very important, or they feel lost because of the devil. The devils, they know they need to put the devil at bay. They feel they need to put the devil at bay. They need to put the devil to rest. All right, got the Six of Cups in reverse, the Five of Pentacles in reverse, because the King of Swords in reverse as well. This person feels out of control. King of Swords in reverse. They know they were very cold, distant, controlling. So they're trying to take control back of their own life because they feel out of control with the King of Swords in reverse. Aquarius energy. So they feel tired of shit with the Four of Swords, and they feel they need to surrender this devil, something that they had a hard time letting go. And I feel it's because either A, they can't let you go, or they just can't let go of something in their life. Take whatever resonates for your situation. They feel at a loss and they want to come out of this feeling. They're tired of it. They're sick of their own crap. All right. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. They feel in order to have a long-term investment or something long-term, a long-term commitment with the 10 of Pentacles, they need to let go of this. They need to let go of shit that just no longer serves them because they're just exhausted. They're tired of their own shit. They're tired of the devil. They're tired of their own crap. All right. What do they want to say to you? What's the feelings unsaid to you, cross watcher? What does Cancer want to say? We need to stay in separation for now. Have patience. I'll be home. Because I'm busy dancing with the devil, which they are releasing. I am not ready to take off this mask. It's just sex and rock and roll. All right. So maybe the devil could be a toxic person. Like I said, the devil could be a person, place, or thing. It could be just for sex that they wanted this person. All right. And they were ready to take off their mask, but they are now because they're exhausted of this devil. They're tired of it. They're sick of this devil's crap. All right. And right now, they know. They feel that you guys need the separation in order to let go of the devil. All right. But at least they know they're sick of their own crap. They feel it. They know it and they're tired of it. This person could have heavy Scorpio in their chart, Aquarius, Leo, Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, or you have that heavy in your chart. All right, we're moving on. Leo. Leo, if you are dealing with a Leo, if you're dealing with the lion pride, let's get some information and see who you are. All right. Let's get your message first. If you're dealing with a Leo. Could be a Taurus. You could be a Taurus dealing with a Leo, or this Leo has heavy Taurus in their chart. Prosperity lies ahead. So if you're a Taurus dealing with a Leo, it says prosperity lies ahead for you. Okay. It could be in the new moon in Taurus as well. All right. Get more information. What is Leo currently feeling? Leo wants to crawl under a rock because she's tired of shit. I'm talking about me, this Leo here. I haven't been feeling well lately, and my son's sick too. So, it's the flu season. Everybody getting sick. All right, what's Leo feeling for you? What are they feeling in general? What's Leo feeling? Damn, Leo's spitting shit. Leo feels there's no second chance. Leo feels it's over. All right. So this Leo This Leo feels it's over, death. They also feel they need to transform something in their life. They need to go through some type of transformation. All right. You could have heavy Scorpio in your chart, or this Leo could have heavy Scorpio. Yeah. This Leo feels it's over. There's no second chance. That the wheel's not spinning in their favor, that they may be paying some type of karmic debt because they weren't very supportive. Okay. This Leo feels that they know they were very supportive because they were very insecure. All right. They weren't too loving into the connection, Cancer energy. This Leo knows they feel like they didn't collaborate with you. So this Leo feels it's over because they know they didn't work with you. They didn't try working out things out with you. They weren't very supportive. They weren't very loving or caring towards the connection with you. All right. They may have possibly put you in some type of third party. It doesn't have to be, but they know. They feel like they took you for granted by not being too supportive, and now they missed their chance. Yeah. This is a Leo that can't seem to move on to another direction. Like they feel like they can't move on for some reason, and they feel like they should make the effort. They feel like they shouldn't waste any more time, at least try to make the effort in the connection. All right. Yeah. Empress in reverse. This Leo feels like they weren't very supportive. They weren't very loving, very nurturing. They were very selfish. Empress in reverse. They were just in a very low vibration energy. Maybe they were feeling a little bit needy at the time, or they felt like they needed someone in their life. Again, Taurus energy with that. All right. So let's see what Leo wants to say on unsaid feelings. I'm working on myself to be the person you deserve. I feel ashamed of how I treated you before. Temptation has led me here. So this Leo feels like maybe they were tempted elsewhere. There was something that tempted them. Maybe another person, place, thing, money, work, or another person tempted them. And they also feel very ashamed about how they treated you or treated you during this situation. If they weren't very loving or supportive, they feel ashamed of that. And now they feel like they feel they need to work on themselves because they feel you deserve the person that you deserve. All right. A better version of themselves. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm seeing is like this Leo feels is over. Like they ain't gonna get no second chance, but they are transforming themselves after this ending, or they feel they need to transform themselves after this ending because they feel they took you for granted with 3 Pentacles in reverse. They weren't very supportive, loving towards you, but they also feel like they can't move on. They can't move on to another direction, another person or place without you. Okay. And they feel like they need to put in the effort. All right. They need to show you a better version of themselves, make the work, put the work in, make the effort to put the work in for you. They don't want to waste time anymore, or they feel they shouldn't waste time anymore. All right. You could have heavy Taurus in your chart, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn, Cancer. Again, Taurus again, or Taurus, heavy Taurus. You have heavy Taurus, or they have heavy Taurus in their chart. Okay. We're moving on to Virgo. All right, Virgo. If you're dealing with a Virgo cross watcher, let's get more information on you, who you are. Let's get the message for you. If you're dealing with a Virgo, you could be a Leo. You could be a Leo dealing with a Virgo, or this Virgo could be a Leo, Virgo cusper, or have heavy Leo in their chart. So your message is confidence is key to your success. So you need to have confidence. It is the key to your success, cross watcher. All right, let's find out. Let's find out Virgo's current feelings. What's Virgo's current feelings? What is Virgo's current feelings? Well, they're feeling overwhelmed. All right. So this person's not feeling too much in a great energy right now. This person's feeling overwhelmed with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. This person feels very overwhelmed. If this person was purposely keeping things stagnant or they were stalling things when it comes to this connection, they're feeling overwhelmed about that. Pisces, Capricorn. Yeah, this is somebody, look, they feel they need to defend themselves or they need to stand up for themselves, okay? Because they feel they were very inconsistent, or they may feel you were very inconsistent, whatever the case may be. All right, either they feel you were very inconsistent when it comes to this connection and possibly wanted sex, or this is the only thing they wanted. And now they feel they need to step up and defend themselves. This is somebody that feels like they can't move on. All right. And they also feel like they broke your trust, or there was a trust broken in the connection. Either they broke it or you broke it, but they feel like there was some type of trust. There was a beginning that never solidified. They didn't offer anything solid, or there was no offer that was built. There was no foundation that was built to begin with. There was a broken trust. And I feel that's why they feel overwhelmed. If they kept things stagnant or stalling things in the connection, they never solidified anything. They never built a solid foundation with you. Somebody's trust was broken. They feel somebody was very inconsistent. Could have been them. Okay. And that's why I feel they need to defend themselves, or they may feel you're defensive, setting your boundaries if this is how they were with you. Flip it, switch it, take it however resonates for the situation. It could be the other way around, vice versa. Whoever was inconsistent and just wanted sex and that was in it, they were in and out. They weren't in it for long-term stability. All right. And never solidified anything. There was never a solid foundation to begin with, and there was a trust broken. Then this is your story. Whoever it is, either you or them. It was either Virgo or it was you, the cross watcher. So somebody's defensive. Somebody feels they need to fight, defend themselves. All right. Or somebody feels somebody's defensive because of this energy. But I'll tell you one thing now, whoever was wrong, Virgo is feeling very overwhelmed about it. Virgo is feeling very overwhelmed about this decision that was made. All right. Let's see what they want to say. What's the feeling unsaid? My worst fears are being brought forward. So much of me feels broken. I get that with that overwhelmed feeling. Two of Pentacles in reverse. This person's feeling like they're biting off more than what they can chew. That's not a good feeling to be in. Temptation has led me here. See? Temptation. Ace of Wands in reverse is somebody who's very inconsistent. Somebody who just wanted sex. So it's either you or them, maybe both of you. Somebody's feeling defensive. Somebody feels they need to defend themselves. So they feel they feel broken right now. They feel overwhelmed, and they feel like their worst fears has been brought forward because of this. All right. Their worst fear, and something that was tempting them is what led them here. And I feel it was sex, because it was just sex based that they wanted. They just wanted something sex based. Stroke it and poke it, call it a goddamn day. And now they're overwhelmed about it. Now they feel defensive, or they feel you're defensive about it, and that you got your boundaries set up against them, that you're just pushing them away. Flip it, switch it, whoever it is, not sure, whatever. You know your story, your situation. All right. So let's see, bottom of the deck. I forgot. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody that was not looking to invest in a long-term commitment because they're a commitment phobe, or just scared of commitment, scared of having something long-term, or that's you. All right. So this person or you could have heavy Capricorn in your chart, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius energy, or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. All right. We're going to move on. Libra. All right. So cross watcher, if you're dealing with a Libra, let's find out your information first. Let's find out who you are and get your message. All right. If you're dealing with a Libra, cross watcher, You could be a Taurus. So you could be a Taurus. You could have heavy Taurus in your chart, or this person could have heavy Taurus in their chart. All right. Prosperity lies ahead. So your message is prosperity lies ahead. All right. Let's find out what Libra's feeling is for you, or what's Libra's current feelings. What's Libra's current feelings? All right. All right. This person, they feel like they need to make some type of decision, Two of Wands. All right, on whether they want to reunite or get together, or maybe they feel they need to make some type of decision when it comes to friends. Okay, this is somebody that may be refusing to make a decision. So this could be somebody who's refusing to make some type of decision with the Two of Wands, or they feel like they need to make some type of decision that they were refusing to see. All right. With the Three of Cups, they may be feeling like they want to reunite with you, but they're refusing to accept that right now. Okay. Because they need to make some type of decision. Maybe this is somebody that did refuse your offer in the past, or they were refusing to accept certain things in their life, or refusing to see who they were clearly or what they wanted. But I feel, look, this person, they're feeling a little bit confused about their options. And I feel this is why they feel they need to make a decision on whether they want to reunite, get together with you. All right. So if this is somebody that's not feeling that they need to make a decision about some type of friends or reunion, this could be somebody that knows they need to come towards you very slowly. Like they feel they need to come towards you very slowly and tiptoe towards you to have a new beginning with you. Okay, or have a new beginning in their life in general, because this person's feeling confused right now. They may feel they have a lot of options out there, and that's why they are unable to make a decision. They're refusing to make some type of decision. All right, they're resisting, they're refusing to see something. All right, because look, Three of Cups, they feel they want to reunite with you, but there's something that's holding them back, keeping them confused. So if there's other options, or they're just confused in general about what they want, this person feels they need to take their time. All right. They need to take their time when it comes to having a new beginning with you. Either take their time when it comes to moving towards you, like tiptoeing towards you for a new beginning, or they feel it's going to take time when it comes to having a new beginning and in love with you, or having a new beginning, especially when it comes to reuniting. Three of Cups. I feel this person usually chooses the lifestyle of hanging out, having fun, maybe friends or whatever. And this is why this person was refusing to see, who you were to them in their life. And that's why they had a hard time making some type of decision. So I'm just feeling this person's they're confused right now. Okay. They're unsure what to do, and they know they need to make some type of decision. They need to make some type of decision that they were refusing to make. Okay. They were refusing to accept, refusing to see in order to reunite with you. They know it's going to take time to have a new beginning. Yeah, because look, Knight of Pentacles, this person feels they want to get to this. They feel they want to support this. They want to support you. What's holding them back is though they're confused. They're confused. Should they let their options go? What do they want? And they know they got to make some type of decision soon, and it's going to take some time with the Nine of Pentacles to the Star. It's a slow burner, and they feel it's going to take time. All right. Let's see what they want to say to you. I'm gaining new perspectives on this connection. See, this is why they're in a decision mode. I want to be alone with you and work my magic on you. Now it's not the best time to proceed on this connection. So they feel right now it's not the best time to proceed. Because look, like I said, 4 cups is somebody that's refusing to accept or see things, all right, or refusing to, they just never satisfied. All right, they're never satisfied. And they know they got to make some type of decision when it comes to a reunion. It's going to be a slow burner. They know it's going to take time to have that new beginning because they know they may have kept their options open, kept things confused between you, and that's why they're confused. But they're gaining a new perspective. They feel like they're getting some type of new perspective and they want to be alone with you and work their magic with you. This person can have heavy Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, Aquarius, or Scorpio, Taurus in their chart, or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. Excuse me. Excuse me. This reading took the wind out of me. This person's confusion. I felt a lot of confused energy, but they're working on that. They're seeing things clearly. I feel this is all right. Scorpio. Oh, you got a good time stamp. 4111 Scorpio. If you are cross-watching a Scorpio, if you're a cross-watcher, let's get your information first. All right, let's see who you are, and let's get your message. Excuse me. All right. So you could be a Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. So your message is, cross-watcher, is you and your loved ones are safe. You could be a Cancer, or you could have heavy Cancer in your chart, or this Scorpio could have heavy Cancer in their chart. All right, let's see what this Scorpio is feeling at this time. What's the current feeling? What is Scorpio feeling at this time? Well, Scorpio came out. Oh, definitely Scorpio's coming out. They have heavy Scorpio in their chart, that's for sure. Got the 5 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse. All right. This person feels very careless right now. They feel like if they didn't put in the work or have never put in the work when it comes to a connection, they know it's a careless move. They feel it was a wrong decision. All right. You got the Judgment in reverse and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Another Scorpio card. I got 3 Scorpio cards. This Scorpio here feels they were very careless, that they made a poor choice, a wrong judgment call to be careless. All right, because they know 10 of Cups in reverse. They're not happy with themselves. They feel unhappy. If this person didn't accept you or refuse to have a relationship with you, or there was a bad ending, things ended badly, this person feels it was a wrong decision. It was a poor judgment call to be reckless in the connection that caused the 10 of Cups in reverse. They feel very unhappy right now. They're not happy with themselves. They feel the Empress in reverse. They feel like they couldn't give you, or they couldn't meet your needs. They feel they couldn't meet your needs because, look, they were very selfish. They lacked some type of self-care. They feel they weren't very giving to this connection. They know they were very selfish. All right. They feel like they were very confused at the time. And that's why. Okay, this person may have had some other options, or they were just confused on what they have wanted. 7 of Cups, and they feel there was a wrong judgment call they made because they decided to be careless and end this connection with you, or things ended badly. They're not happy with themselves. They feel they need to get over it and heal. 5 of Cups in reverse. They regret it. They feel bad. Now they feel they need to go get over this and heal from this. Okay. Yeah, 9 of Swords in reverse. Healing. They feel need to get out of their head. This person was going through anxiety up all night. They up all night. They weren't sleeping. Now they feel they need to get some sleep. Gemini energy. So if you had a very bad ending with this person, Ten of Cups in reverse. Or this person was not interested in having a Ten of Cups in reverse, so they decided to be careless in the connection. Eight of Pentacles in reverse and not give to this. They feel it was the wrong choice that they made. They feel that they were very selfish, the Empress in reverse, for not giving to this. And it was they were just confused. They felt confused. They felt they had other options. They felt the grass was greener. But now they feel they need to get over this. They need to heal from this. All right. Maybe that's you. Flip it, switch it. All right, cross watcher. Let's see what this Scorpio wants to say with the feelings unsaid. I'm very sorry that I let my pride and ego come between us. I trust in the universe and divine timing. It starts and ends with us, you and me together. So this person feels, once they get over this, whatever happened, whatever they did, okay, they hurt their own damn selves by doing this. And they feel once they get over it and heal and overcome this pain, this sadness for this ending, that they could start a cycle again with you because they have another chance with you. All right. They also are trusting in the universe. They feel they need to trust in the universe. And they feel very sorry that they let their pride and ego get in the way. And like I said, the pride and ego is what kept them confused. Their pride and ego is what made them let on like they had other options and it was better than you. You were an option to them. Now they feel bad for treating you that way. That was a poor choice, a wrong decision that they made. They shouldn't have done. And they know. So this person could have heavy Cancer, Gemini, Scorpio, definitely heavy Scorpio. I got 3 cards Scorpio, or you have that. Taurus, Pisces, Capricorn in their chart, or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. All right, we're going to move on. Sagittarius. All right, cross watcher, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, let's get more information on you first. Let's get some information, not more information, but some information on you. All right, let's get your message, cross watcher. You could be a Capricorn. So you could be a Capricorn dealing with a Sagittarius, or they have heavy Capricorn in their chart. You have heavy Capricorn in your chart. So your hard work is paying off. So your message, cross watcher, is your hard work is paying off at the moment. All right, let's see. What is Sagittarius' feelings at this time? What's their current feelings? What's Sagittarius' current feelings? Ooh. Sagittarius card came out. First card that came out, just like Scorpio. First card when I did the Scorpio read, Scorpio came out first. Now I'm doing the Sagittarius read. Sagittarius card comes out. All right. All right. This person feels the world in reverse, that there's unfinished business between you. All right. This person feels very scared when it comes to communicating to you because you got the Page of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse. All right. So you may not be in communication with this person, but they feel scared to communicate with you if you're not in communication. Although they feel there's unfinished business because they feel they weren't very supportive to the connection because of their ego, the Sun in reverse. This is somebody that feels they weren't very loving. They weren't very caring. They weren't very supportive. They may be a little bit codependent. All right. They may have codependency issues. And they feel like they weren't very loving towards you because of their ego. They're not feeling too happy about themselves. They're not too optimistic either. They're not feeling too optimistic. So this person feels like they need to let go of all the heavy burdens in order to communicate with you because they are scared. There's something that's burdening them. There's something that's holding them back, that's keeping them scared from contacting you. And they feel they need to let go of those burdens because they definitely feel there's unfinished business. All right. They feel they probably owe you some type of closure as well. This can be somebody you met online, somebody at a distance, doesn't have to be. All right. But this person definitely feels there's unfinished business. They also feel scared when it comes to communicating to you. But look, they also feel like you're home to them. They feel like you are husband, wifey material. They feel like they want to settle down with you. And they know in order to settle down with you, they got to let go. They got to gather their courage, let go of the burdens. All right. And give you that closure. Because they know they weren't very loving towards you in the past because their damn ego. Now they're scared. Their ego got them scared. Cross watcher. Sagittarius, big fat freaking ego got them scared. All right. What is Sagittarius' unsaid feelings? I am gaining new perspectives on this connection. It's scary to face my shadow and my truth. We need to stay in separation for now. Have patience. I'll be home. See? This is the world in reverse, the no closure. Have patience. They'll be back. You do what you want, cross watcher. But if you're cross watching them, obviously you want them back. Or you just want to know what the hell they got going on in their feelings for you. One way or the other. If you're cross watching for someone, either A, you want to see how miserable they are without you, or B, you want them back. There's no other reasons why you'd be cross watching somebody. So don't give me that crap. So this person's feeling like they're getting a new perspective on this connection. They feel like they need to, that it's scary. It is. Look, it's scary for me to face my shadow and truth. And look at that. They're telling you with that 9 of Wands in reverse. This is somebody that's scared. They know they need to gather their courage. This is Sagittarius card too. All right. Sagittarius card. First card that came out, letting go of heavy burdens. All right. This person feels that you guys need to keep in separation for now. They are gaining new perspectives on this connection, but they'll be back. They always come back. No, they don't always come back. But I'm just saying, whenever there's the world in reverse, they know they got unfinished business. They got to finish with you. So this person could have heavy Capricorn in their chart, Sagittarius, Leo, Cancer, Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. All right. We're moving on to my happy cappies. 5303. All right, Capricorn, or cross watcher for Capricorn. If you are cross watching a Capricorn, a happy cappy, let's get your information. Let's see who you are. And let's get your message. Who are you? Cross watching for Capricorn. You could be a Virgo. You're good enough. So you could be another earth sign dealing with another earth sign. You could be a Virgo. You're good enough. Cross watcher. You're good enough. Just to let you know, that's your message. Okay. Or they could have heavy Virgo in their chart. All right. Let's see what Capricorn's feeling at this time. What's Capricorn feeling? What is Capricorn feeling at this time? All right. This person feels rejected. The Hermit in reverse, or they feel you're gonna reject them. So this person feels they gotta be They feel a little defensive right now. All right. They feel a little bit on guard. Okay. This is somebody that feels they're scared to be vulnerable. That's for sure. So this person feels either rejected by you or they feel you're going to reject them. Okay. Because of the devil. This person may have some type of addictions, toxic behavior. Look at this. This is a Capricorn card too. Wasn't the first card that came out, but it was the fourth. This person feels either you're going to reject them because of the devil. They got bad habits, addictions, or just a lot of toxic shit, baggage. They got a lot of toxic baggage that they're carrying to bring to your fucking front door. All right. Or if they've already brought that to your damn front door. All right. This person, look, if this person feels either you're going to reject them because of the devil or that you've rejected them because of the devil, they feel they need to come and resolve whatever issues that are between you. So if this person let the devil get between you, they feel they need to come and resolve the conflict between you. Five of Pentacles in reverse. This person feels they feel like they didn't offer you anything solid to begin with. They didn't build a solid foundation with you. There was no trust built, okay, because of the devil. They feel there was no trust built between you because of the devil. And now they feel either they need to be a little bit, on guard and approach you in a very strong defensive approach, or they may feel you're defensive about it. I'm feeling more like they feel you're defensive when it comes to them because they let the devil get in between you. They broke your trust. There was no trust built to begin with. Okay. And they made you feel rejected. Okay. Or you rejected them because the devil. Whatever the case may be, somebody rejected somebody, but now they feel they need to resolve whatever conflict. Okay. This person feels they weren't listening to their intuition with the High Priestess in reverse because they were listening to the devil's intuition. They were scared to be vulnerable. That's why they feel like they weren't listening to their intuition, and they may have possibly rejected you because of that. So either A, they feel rejected by you, or they feel they rejected you because they were busy dancing with the devil. They never busy solidified anything with you, never built nothing with you, never offered you anything solid, and they feel they broke your trust, or there was just no trust to begin with Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And now they feel somebody's defensive. So either they feel they need to come towards you in a defensive way and stand up for themselves, or they feel you're defensive because they chose the devil over you. Yeah, bottom of the deck, the moon. This person's a little paranoid right now, but they feel they've hid a lot of stuff from you. A lot of things were hidden. Let's see what this devil, I'm just kidding. Let's see. What does Capricorn want to say to you? Happy Cappies, what does Happy Cappy want to say to you, Cross Watcher? What are their feelings unsaid from this Capricorn? Maybe I'm meant to be alone on this journey. I hide behind my mask and act like I don't care. My worst fears are being brought forward. So like I said, this person feels they need to resolve the conflict between you. All right? That you guys need to come off that boxing ring, take off the gloves, and settle the score. All right? They feel like they've been hiding behind the mask because they weren't listening to their intuition. They were scared to be vulnerable and show you who the hell they were until you saw it. And now they feel maybe they were meant to be alone and go on this journey alone. I feel like they're right. Because you know what? They brought this upon themselves. They could deal with it by themselves, right? Cross Watcher? All right. So you could have heavy Virgo in your chart, heavy Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn in your chart. Or this Capricorn has heavy that in their chart. Those placements, those whatever in their chart. All right, Aquarius. All right, if you are cross-watching an Aquarius, let's find out who you are. Let's find out who you are and what's your message. You could be a Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. A new. So look at this. A new romantic recycle. Recycle. You might be recycling this person. Who knows? A new romantic cycle begins. So cross watcher, it's either with this person or you're just going to have a new cycle in love with somebody else, not the person you're cross watching. Take whatever message resonates for your situation. All right, let's see. What's Aquarius's current feelings right now? What's Aquarius's current feeling? Ooh, they're not feeling too good. Well, a little bit. We'll find out. All right. This person feels that they need to boss up. Okay? That they need to come correct and they need to show you some type of loyalty after being very manipulative, cold, emotionally closed off. Okay, not caring about how you felt, cross watcher. So this Aquarius feels like they need to come forward towards you, all right, and show you who they are. Like they need a boss up as a King of Pentacles, from a King of Cups in reverse to a King of Pentacles. All right, this person could have money. They could be married, hopefully not, or they just want to marry you. But this person feels like they need to come in and handle business with you. They need to take care of business. All right, this person feels like they've been holding back long enough, Aquarius. I mean, cross watcher for Aquarius. Sorry, I'm so used to seeing the other side. So cross watcher, this Aquarius feels they've been holding back long enough and that they need to come forward and boss up and handle business. All right, after being emotionally closed off, emotionally unavailable towards you. Yeah, this Aquarius feels like they need to heal. This Aquarius has been doing a lot of thinking, and they feel like they need to heal the situation, all right? Or they need to heal in general because they can't stop thinking about it. They're doing some self-reflection, some thinking. Yeah, this person feels like they can't walk away from you after some type of disagreement they had, some type of argument, something that was keeping things confused between you. All right, with the Page of Swords in reverse, this is somebody that feels they were a little bit, what do you call it? A little bit shit talker. They may have been gossiping. They may have been shooting out the mouth. They feel like they were overstepping your boundaries when they thought they knew it all. They felt like they knew it all. They felt like they needed to get the last word in when it comes to this connection or this situation. Now they feel like they need to boss up from that because it was wrong. They were very immature. They know it was an immature move. All right. So what I'm seeing is that this person who is very emotionally closed off, emotionally unavailable, playing games, all right, feels they need to boss up, handle business with you, cross watcher. This Aquarius feels they held back long enough because they feel like they can't walk away from this connection. They can't walk away from you and they need to heal it. Okay, they can't stop thinking about whatever. They can't stop thinking about whatever argument, disagreement that you guys had. And like they felt like they needed to get the last word. Little shit talker. What do they want to say? Cross watcher. What is Aquarius's unsaid feelings? Change is just around the corner. Be prepared. Be prepared, cross watcher. I long for my freedom. They're longing from their freedom because they know they feel trapped. They feel trapped in their thoughts. And they're sick of it. They want to get out of their head when it comes to this. Yeah, I have so much rage inside of me. I don't know how to love you. See? They're not somebody that's used to showing their love or being loved. All right. They're used to being emotionally closed off, emotionally unavailable, not giving to this any connection or in general. They're about themselves. That's what they're used to. And now they feel they got to boss up and take care of business. All right. Because they got so much rage inside them. They feel so angry. They don't know how to love you. They're not used to it. And they long for their freedom. They want to get the fuck out of their head. That's for sure. They want to break out of their damn mind. All right. But changes, they're saying it. Changes around the corner. So be prepared. They're being prepared to change. They're getting prepared to boss up and handle business. Cross watcher. This Aquarius can handle business, slap you around a couple times. I'm just kidding. All right. Maybe slap your butt a couple times. Who knows? Break that bed. Who knows? But I'm just saying. So this person feels like they need to change. They need to boss up. They need to make some type of change in the connection. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This person feels they weren't in it for the long-term investment because they were damn King of Cups in reverse. They weren't in it for the long run. They were not. But now, I feel like they're trying to. They feel they need to. That's for sure. This person could have heavy Leo, Taurus, Libra, Pisces, Virgo. I said Libra already. Gemini, Aquarius in their chart. Or you have that heavy in your chart, cross watcher. All right. We're moving on to Pisces. Pisces, 10555. Look at you, Pisces. You got a spiritual number 2 on your birthday. All right. You got a spiritual number. Who else got a spiritual? Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, because Scorpio had a spiritual number. And I think that's about it. Yeah. Scorpio and now you, Pisces. So water signs got the spiritual numbers. This time my damn glasses will fall down. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Now, happy birthday to Pisces. Cross watchers, we're singing a Pisces, right? Happy birthday, dear Pisces. Your cross watcher wants you or is watching you. They want to know how you're feeling, Pisces, right? All right. Cross watchers, if you're dealing with a Pisces, sing them happy birthday just like I did. All right. Let's see. I'm a Pisces moon. Let's talk about you, cross watcher. Let's see who you are. Okay? Let's see who you are and what's your message. All right, cross watcher. If you're dealing with a Pisces, what's your message? You could be a Gemini. So communication is key. Communication is key when it comes to a Pisces cross watcher, or you need to learn how to communicate better. You could be a Gemini dealing with a Pisces, or they could have heavy Gemini in their chart, or you have heavy Gemini in your chart. All right, let's see. Cross watcher, let's find out what Pisces' current feelings are. What's the current feelings? Pisces, current feelings. Woo. Definitely could be a Gemini. You could definitely be a Gemini or an Aquarius. All right. This person feels like they either feel rejected by you or they feel like they rejected you. All right. Or somebody just feeling rejected after some type of heartbreak, some type of bad ending. All right. This person either feels they broke your heart when they rejected you, or they feel heartbroken because you rejected them. Take it, flip it, wherever resonates for your situation, cross watcher. All right. This person feels like maybe they said some shit they shouldn't have said with the Page of Swords in reverse, and they were very immature about it because they were feeling like they were shooting out the mouth, getting the last word, talking shit. So this person feels they said some crap they shouldn't have said. There was some type of disagreement, some type of argument that caused someone feeling rejected and caused some type of heartbreak. They feel heartbroken about it. All right. This person feels like they were lacking some type of clarity. That's why they said some shit they shouldn't have said. All right. Poor judgment, cloudy judgment. All right. You may be in no communication with this person with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Also signifies like they should have thought before they said some shit to you because you're in no communication possibly. This person feels they should have thought their words wisely before they said them. And now they feel they need to come give you some type of clarity. They need to do right by you. They feel they need to cut through the bullshit and do right by you because they didn't to begin with. They said some shit they shouldn't have said. And they should have watched their words, and they didn't. This person feels there's unfinished business, that they didn't give you any type of closure. There was no closure, and that the door is still cracked open a little bit. This Pisces feels that you still have the door open for them a little bit. Maybe you do if you're watching. Or they've left this door open, but they know they never gave you any type of closure. So what I'm getting cross watcher is either A, they feel rejected by you, or they feel they rejected you after they made you feel rejected after they didn't hold back what they said. And they should have watched their words, which they didn't because they weren't thinking clearly. They just shoot out the mouth, spit whatever the fuck they wanted to say, and it caused some type of hurt, some type of pain. Their words. So this person feels their words broke your heart or just caused a bad ending, whatever that was said, that they were very careless and reckless, that they should have watched and they didn't. But they also feel there's unfinished business and they need to come in and do right by you because of that, because it wasn't right. It wasn't okay with what was said or what they said. Let's see. Pisces. Not Pisces. Well, yeah, Pisces. Cross watcher for Pisces. What does Pisces want to say? What does Pisces want to say to you, cross watcher? What is their unsaid feelings? I hide behind my mask and act like I don't care. Damn, this is coming out a lot. And I feel that's what they did. They didn't care. They didn't care what the fuck they said to you. Or what the fudge they said to you. They didn't care. They weren't thinking clearly. They know. They should have chose their words wisely, and they didn't. So they hid behind a mask. They act like they don't care. They feel, okay, maybe I am meant to be alone on this journey. Now they feel like they're meant alone. They're meant to be alone with what was said. Maybe they feel they can't take back those words. I saw things playing out differently in my mind. Yeah, because they weren't thinking clearly. So this person feels like they saw things playing differently in their mind. So in their mind, what they were saying was right. They weren't wrong at the time because they're a shit talker, Mr. No, Mr. and Mrs. Know-it-all. Never wrong. Always wanting the last words. Then they realized that they caused a bad ending with what they said. They should have held back. They should have held back some things that they said that they couldn't control the goddamn mouth. Yep. Running the damn mouth like a goddamn faucet. And now they feel like maybe they're meant to be alone because of that. And now they feel they said that because they didn't care at the time. They were wearing a mask with big fat freaking ego. They're wearing the mask of ego. Ego will ruin you. I'll tell you that much. Ego will ruin you. So, bottom of the deck, yeah, they feel like they want to reunite with you, get together, start off as friends. I feel they need to. I feel they need to do right by you in order to do that. So this person could have heavy Gemini, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Virgo in their chart, or you have that cross watcher in your chart. All right. So that concludes the cross watcher reads for all signs, their current feelings, their unsaid feelings. All right. Please let me know in the comments how you feel about these cross watcher reads. I will try to do them sometimes, each and individual signs like I've done before, but that does take a lot more time, more of my energy. So this is a little bit easier for me, but I will start doing that again, each individual sign cross watchers like I've done in the recent weeks. So please share, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I do respond to all my comments. All right. Take care, loves. Have a beautiful day, night, wherever you are. Take care.